Hawaii adasında önceden tezgahıma gelmiş olan Daria ile karşılaştık.
Hayat yolculuğunu aslında şöyle bahsedebilirim.
Sonra dedik gel otur falan, böyle hep birlikte oturduk. Biraz muhabbet sohbet ettik. Sonra işte beraber denize girdik falan. Dönüş yolunda da beraber döndük.
Ve sahilde son bir bira içerken
Daria kendi hikayesini anlattı.
bize yolculuğundan bahsetti.
My journey to Montenegro to find where my grandma was born, to find her birth house.
Biz de ona eşlik edebileceğimizi söyledik.
Beraber gider miyiz falan filan, öyle bir muhabbet oldu. Hadi gideriz falan dedik.
I can't even believe how great sometimes life can be. That this happens. That you meet them yesterday and now you're filming a documentary.
Yanımda da ekipmanım olduğu için aslında eğer isterse onun için bunu döküme edebileceğimi söyledim.
Benim için baştan sona şöyle bir deneyim oldu. Zaten o gün de söyledim. Ben yeni bir yer keşfetmek falan çok beni heyecanlandıran bir şey. En azından yeni bir yer görmüş olurum ve lokal insanları tanımış olurum. Ama benim hayal ettiğimden daha çok güzel şeyler oldu.
From my balcony in the apartment that I'm staying at, I can see Sveti Stefan.
So I'm sitting here now on this beautiful balcony with the view on Sveti Stefan, which is another place that she was mentioning.
And the only thing I know that my village, my grandma's village, is above Sveti Stefan.
We will catch a bus to Sveti Stefan, but we will go out one station before to the place called Pržno.
So this smart young man just said that his grandma is living in the same village of my grandma. He can show me where the village is. Hvala, čao, divni ste. Okay, so this is the village of my grandma, and it's a nice 1 hour walk up there. I'm so excited. We just came with Dragan, who wanted to be our tour guide, the taxi driver.
2 kilometra i one dalje, dulje.
So he says it's 4 kilometers up the hill. I mean, why does it say on the table then 2.3 or? And said for 20 euros he can take us up the hill and ask for us, the people there, if somebody knows something.
We should find a monastery called Praskvica somewhere in Pržno when we arrive.
This other monastery, Praskvica, over there, we will take that road.
And then there should be a hiking tour up to another monastery.
So the monastery, the Rustovo monastery, this is in Cyrillics, is up there, apparently about 3 kilometers up there. And it's the female monastery from the 19th century. So well, we have a lot of walking to do. So we are at the monastery Praskvica from the 19th century, where a very mysterious Russian named Stroganov, I think Yurai, I'm not sure, he actually fled Russia after losing a duel in defending his daughter's honor. He fled here, he lived in this monastery, and he built the walking path that we will take when we will hike to my grandma's village. I might have some relatives buried here. Okay, Mitrovic, that's the surname of my grandma. Vlado V. Mitrovic. Yes, probably some relative. So we're climbing up the hill, stopping every few minutes because it's very hot and we have a lot of things we carry with us, with ourselves. So we took this path, and there's a memoir on it here. So I'm gonna read it in Croatian. Ovaj zid od mora do ovog mjesta. This path from the sea to this place, Yegor Stroganov, that's the Russian I was telling you about, has built with his own hands for 10 years. And it was the beginning of the 19th century. And so the thankful villagers built this plate for him, for the crazy Russian guy. With his own hands, can you imagine that? Yeah. But it's a really amazing path.
Buranın etraftaki en iyi manzara görecek yere doğru böyle bir sürü merdivenden yani yürüdük. En tepeye çıkıyorsun ve en tepede buranın bütün manzarasını, Bececi'den tut da Budva'nın, işte adanın, bütün her yerin manzarasını gördüğümüz bir yerdi.
So there's Budva, Bečići, so beautiful. St. Nicholas Island, the Hawaii beach, yay! Oh, we can rest a few minutes here. Beautiful. And all I have is one blurry photo of her standing, I think, right here with my uncle and her nephews, and they were all like seeing this. It's very blurry. That's the only thing I have from her here. So, and behind is somewhere in the village is her house. So let's find her house. There are many reasons why I'm here. I think it's bigger than me. It's like, first I feel the need to heal the feminine side of my family tree by visiting my roots, to honor my grandma, but I'm also doing it for myself, for my mother and her sister, and yeah, for me. Healing some, let's say, fears that I think were inherited. Maybe not from my grandma, because she was very brave. Like I am letting go of some fears that were handicapping me for the most of my life. Every fight that I had with myself is now paying off by me just being here and just feeling whatever I can feel, and I really felt very intense, and now I'm really releasing a lot of things. You know, to see where I came from, so I can know myself better and I can open up as an artist in whichever way I choose to go. For me, I'm not very traditional at all. But some things, like your roots, I think maybe everybody should try and research them if, they're from another country. And I'm so grateful that I have this chance, that I'm finally here. I brought myself here, finally, after almost 40 years. Water feels, thinks, and remembers. Dobar dan. Poštovanje, ja sam Daria. Ja sam unuka od Vjere Mitrović koja je ovdje rođena, stanovala.
Vjera.
Ona je rođena 1918. i umrla je pred 12 godina u Zagrebu. Tu je negdje bila rodna kuća koja je prodana.
Čekajte, Vjera Mitrović.
Da. Tomo i Lazar su joj nećaci. Možda znate Tomu i Lazara Mitrović, oni su u Petrovcu.
Mitrovići, u Petrovcu, to je Marovići, to je ova kuća ovdje.
Znate koja je njena rodna?
Da, tu je. Ali ona je prodata, ja mislim da je to...
Ova tu?
Da, kuća.
Ova ravno bijela.
Da, ova velika, ova dugačka, jeste.
Da.
To je ta kuća.
Dragan just showed me the birth house of my grandma, so... Oh my God, this is so great. We're gonna see it in a few minutes.
Tako.
Tom i Lazar.
U Zagrebu, je tako?
Da. Oni su išli u Sloveniji, dobro, pa ima davno, ali evo ja sam sad prvi puta ovdje, znate, onda hoću da...
Dobrodošli.
Hvala.
Ja sam sa Čelobrda ovdje, ovo je moja
Jeste. Ajme, drago mi. Kako ste rekli da vam ime?
Miković. Imam ovdje na Čelobrdu postoje
Miković i Kažanegre, znam. Istraživala sam.
Ovo su sve
Mikovići. And he said the same thing that I read online, which is that there are 3 families living historically in this village. One of them is my grandma's. That's the house. Oh my God. Wait. Locked. I think they rebuilt everything. The house didn't look like this. I think it was smaller. But I would like to know who are the people who bought the house, if they're Russians. Yeah, we should do that. We should try to do that, yeah. Should I try one more time? Izvinite. I'm not even aware where I am. But this is so beautiful. If that's really the house from my grandma, like he said, and I asked twice, he was very sure. It's very liberating to, just decide to come somewhere and reach the goal. This was the goal of my journey. I'm not usually a goal person, but it's nice to to reach that personal thing that is liberating of all the fears that you can't do it because you remember me crying on the balcony this morning.
How you can have all the scenarios in your head about the stuff that might happen, but actually you never know what happens until you live it. So now I'm crying because I'm letting go of all the scenarios in my head about what can happen and just live it and feel it, not think about it.
I was scared that we won't find the house, and we did. For 74 years, I think a lot of the times she wished she could have been here. She was quietly suffering. I felt it. I mean, sometimes she would even say, like, I would give everything to come back here, you know. But she would just say it and then continue to make 5 different meals. Just the fact that she was mentioning this place so much, you know, it was very easy for me. I didn't have to know the details. It was in the feeling that I understood how much she loved this place. I'm here, Grandma, and I hope you see that from somewhere. Grandma, I'm here now to give you my thank you and my blessing and... Oprostite, izvinite. Ja sam unuka od Vjere Mitrović koja je nekada ovdje živjela. Jel vi znate možda za Mitrovića tu? Dobar dan, ja sam Darija. Da se upoznamo. Drago mi.
Dakle, si, gdje živiš, Dušice?
Dušica.
Mitrovići su bili ovde. Ovde su Kažanegre i one zadnje kuće tamo su Mitrovići, ali oni su, ne znam, nisu prodali kuću. Oni žive
U Petrovcu.
U Budvi.
Da.
A oni žive u Petrovcu.
Čekajte, znači ovdje su bili Mitrovići,
Jeste.
a znate možda gdje je moja baka bila, ne znate?
Ne znam.
Tu i, čekajte, ali to je više različitih
Jeste, 5 kuća.
U ovoj jednoj kao zgradi.
Jeste.
Razumijem. She said that
pitam,
this is where family Mitrović lived and that one over there. So one was from Tomo and Lazar, I think this one from the nephews. So I think maybe Grandma was either here or there. And they're separate, 5 different places. They have, this is the original length, the original size of the house. And she's an architect, and she actually, when the house was renovated, she kept the original facade. So this is the original stone of the house.
Samo da ja nađem ključeve.
Ajme, super.
Gde su ostale?
We're getting a tour of the house.
Rekla sam im da ostave.
To je naš, da. Aha.
Tu su seljani.
Sastajalište. Super. Ajme.
Ovi sodovi toplo.
A topla, a?
Ovo je prve levo, to je za
Dobro.
terasu.
Aha.
Druge je za gornje.
Oh my god. Zemljište.
Tamo spavala, a dole su držali kroz. To je bila Ruševi, Beograđani, a dve kući Norvežani.
Anneannesinin doğduğu evi arıyormuş. Kendisi Zagreb'de doğmuş. Anneannesi de 70 yıl önce Karadağ'dan çıkmış. Biz de yolculuğunda onun yanında olduk. Ve biz bunu bir belgeleme niyetine girdik. Şu anda onun çekimlerini de yaptım dün. Çok spontane bir şekilde aslında bu yolculuğun bir belgeselini yapmaya çalışmış olduk bir yandan da. O spontaneliğin getirdiği aksaklıklar olsa da güzel bir iş çıkacağını düşünüyorum. Benim için de dediğim gibi karşılaşmalara kendimi bıraktığım zaman aslında ne kadar keyifli olabildiğini tekrar hatırladığım bir süreç oldu. Zaten tozla olan Hawaii yolculuğumuzu da bir şekilde anlatıyor olacağım.